Hello everybody, good evening. It's Angelo, Christian Financial. Thank you so much for watching our podcast, Where America Goes for Funding, your direct nationwide lender. I hope everyone's doing well out there. So every week we do our Talk with Angelo live show, and then we have our 3 videos that we do on Instagram and YouTube. So I hope everyone's getting great value and good content out of the channel. We've been actively lending in America, for over 2 decades. We're a direct nationwide lender. We do everything FHA, VA, jumbo loans, construction, commercial, residential. You can call or text our office, 832-431-6331 if you have any questions. And what we do on our Thursday show, it's a live show. We do a Q&A. If you guys have questions, you can ask us any questions that you want. We talk about loans, real estate, funding, credit, whatever. And then I kind of give you a market update about what's going on, what I'm seeing right now in the market and the economy with everything. And remember, we're an actual lender. Like I said, we do all different types of programs. So if you need help with lending, financing needs or whatever, reach out to us, call us, text us. That's why we're here to help you out. And you guys know that I'm a big cigar smoker. I love cigars and different types of whiskeys and bourbon. So I'm just kind of taking it easy, relaxing, chilling. And any questions that you guys have, feel free to ask me. I got some stuff I want to talk about tonight. So we'll just kind of go over it. And then you guys know we have our website, official Angelo Christian, our Instagram, Angelo Christian, our YouTube, our Facebook and all that stuff. So anyway, I'm going to talk about the things I want to talk about, and if you guys have any questions, ask me those questions. It's cool, whatever. A lot of the customers that we deal with, thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate that. Give me as many thumbs up as you can. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, share this with all your friends, family, colleagues, whoever. A lot of our clients that we deal with are thank you, Gio. A lot of our clients that we deal with are investors. So we're going to be talking a lot about investor type loans and the ins and outs of those loans as far as putting a loan in LLC versus closing your personal name. Do investment properties have prepayment penalties? What is a prepayment penalty? These type of kind of things. Does it make sense to get a HELOC loan versus a regular mortgage loan? Because these things come up and people, they get, if they're not in the industry, they're not in that space, it gets very confusing. So, and then if you close, like for example, if you do an investment property and you close an LLC, does that still report to your personal credit? Those are things that I want to talk about tonight because a lot of people have questions in regards to these, scenarios. So, and if any of you guys like cigars, this is a Cuban Monte Cristo number 2. Very, probably one of the best top 10 cigars of all time. But, so, in regards to investment properties, what's a prepayment penalty? Does anyone know what a prepayment penalty is? So, because I want to talk about that. When you buy a rental property, this doesn't apply on a primary residence. When you buy a rental property, that loan has a penalty on it, comes standard if you pay the loan off within 3 years. That means if you get a 30-year fixed mortgage, you pay the loan off within 3 years, you're going to have to usually pay 6 months of interest on the loan. So if you're paying, $1,600 a month interest, you're going to have to pay a $10,000 fee if you pay that loan off within 3 years. That's what a prepayment penalty is. It's not legal on a primary residence, but it's legal on an investment property. So, and lenders put this on there as a safeguard to protect their loan to make sure they make the money they want to make. So pretty much every investment loan has this. Now you can buy out of the penalty by paying usually a point or two up front on the loan. And a lot of lenders don't tell you that the loan has a prepayment penalty, but most investment property loans do. So, but remember, after 3 years, the penalty is lifted, and you can pay the loan off. You can pay the loan off before 3 years. You just got to pay that fee in addition to paying back the principal. So that's what a prepayment penalty is. Now, you can add more to the principal during the loan process. That's okay. It's just that if you pay off the balance within that 3 years, you're going to call and trigger the penalty. So just keep that in mind, because almost every loan out there that's an investment property loan, that's a long-term loan, has a prepayment penalty. The bridge loans don't have prepayment penalties. The bridge loans have higher rates. So like if the going rate for an investor is 8% on a long-term loan, the bridge loan's at 12%. It doesn't have a prepayment penalty. You can pay it off whenever you want. Okay? So that's what a prepayment penalty is and how it works. Thing is that it's not a big deal if the loan has it. Most people can't pay off a loan within 3 years. So if you're not going to plan to keep the loan for a long time, don't do a long-term loan, do a bridge loan. If you're going to keep the property for a long time, do a long-term loan, don't worry about it. So that's the kind of the prepayment penalty 101 to explain how that works. Now, moving to the other part of this, closing an LLC. A lot of investors like to close on their properties in an LLC and not close in their personal name. Now, so that means, like, let's say you have, 1 rental property or 10 rental properties, and you want to close an LLC. You are still the guarantor on the loan. Okay, you as the managing member of the LLC, whoever you are, you're still a signer on that loan. I don't care if it's to the LLC or not. And that's going to report to your personal credit in the event of a default on that loan. A lot of people think, well, I'm just going to put that in my LLC and there's not going to be any problem. That's not how it works. You're the guarantor. So guarantor means I'm guaranteeing the loan. And your personal credit will get affected if you default. Now, if you don't default, then you don't have nothing to worry about, and it won't report to your personal credit. Okay? But like I said, if you have rental properties, and even if you close them in your LLC, you still have to use your social, you still have to use your personal credit score to qualify for the loan. It's not solely based off your EIN or your tax ID number. You as a person have to qualify. And if you do good, you make your payments, you'll have nothing to worry about, never report to your personal credit. But if you default, they will come after you personally to cover any deficiency, if there is a deficiency. If there's no deficiency, they won't come after you. And there's different types of LLCs. One of the ones that I really like a lot for investors, if you have multiple properties, is something called a Series LLC. And you can check out my YouTube video on the Series LLC. So when you have one property, you have one LLC, 123 Jones Road, and that's fine. When you start getting more properties, you got to change up the LLCs. You can't keep all those properties under one LLC. Right? If you have 5 properties under, the same LLC, it could be a huge liability and a problem. If something happens for whatever reason, and you end up in a lawsuit, you're going to be totally exposed to your whole portfolio in that LLC. But if you have a Series LLC, you have some protection as the parent LLC, and you have branches of other LLCs to protect you. So, if you have this property here in this LLC, this one over here in this LLC, this one in that LLC, and if something happens, you know, on this property, it can't come and encroach the other properties, and you want that. That's very important. Okay. In business, you guys know, if you're in business, if you've been in business for a long time, everything can and will happen, and you have to be prepared for it to protect yourself and your company and your employees. And so I recommend the Series LLC as a safeguard or protector. Look up the Series LLC. Talk to your accountant about it, or your CPA, or whoever you use, and they'll advise you about the Series LLC. We've done a lot of, you can check out our YouTube channel. We've talked a lot about on our YouTube about different type of LLCs and how important it is. But check that out because that's a really important thing. So that's the things I want to talk about with respect to investor loans, LLCs, and the prepayment penalties, because these questions come up a lot. Shifting gears, we have a new program coming out. If you're trying to buy a primary residence, starting on October 1st, October is right around the corner. We have a new program coming out. If you're trying to buy your primary residence and you're going FHA, you can get 5% down payment assistance. This is huge. We'll go up to a $500,000 purchase price, and you can get, you know, up to $25,000 for down payment and closing cost assistance. It's pretty powerful, because if you think about it, with FHA, you have a 3.5% down payment. Usually closing costs are 6%. So you have 9.5% for down payment and closing costs. That's like $50K. So this program will give you 25,000 for down payment and closing costs. And the rest of the closing costs you can finance into the loan, or pay by the seller, or you can pay it. You know, so ultimately you could buy a property with no money down. So it's a huge beneficial thing, because it's a massive down payment assistance. Now, obviously there's requirements. I'm going to talk about the requirements, but it's still, the requirements are fairly basic. It's nothing that's hard. You don't even have to be a first-time buyer. There's no income limits. You can make $1 million a year and still get down payment assistance for your primary residence. The maximum purchase price is $500,000. You have to have at least a 640 or higher credit score for this program. That's number one. 640 or higher credit score. It's full documentation. That means you have to check your income for the last 2 years. Your debt ratio has to be below 50%. This is not a no-doc loan. This is not for investors. This is for primary residents. And it's for single family. You can buy even a duplex with it, or a manufactured home. Manufactured home, you have to have a 680 or higher credit score. Duplex, you have to have a 660 or higher credit score. But it's an awesome product. Now that 5% down payment assistance, the way it works is, let's say you buy a $500,000 property, you get $25,000 for down payment and closing costs. It's a second loan that's given to you to roll in your down payment and closing costs, and you'll make monthly payments on it. It's probably, you know, $20 a month or whatever, and after 5 years of you living in the property, that down payment assistance that you received is forgiven. Okay, so it's wiped out. You don't have to pay it back. So it's really powerful, because, you know, the biggest problem that a lot of people face is they can make the monthly payment, like they pay their rent in their apartment or their house, but they don't have $25,000 or $50,000 for closing costs to be able to buy the home. This is their big hang-up. So these down payment assistance programs are very powerful, especially right now. So if you're out there and you're trying to get help with buying a home, call or text us. We want to hear from you with this down payment assistance opportunity, to be able to help you to figure it out. It's like I said, it's very strong. Okay. I mean, think about it. You can change your whole life around, get away from renting, own your home. So look into that down payment assistance. We offer it. Very strong thing. The other thing that's also really big right now, I'm going to change gears and talk about lines of credit. Right now, a lot of people are in debt and they don't know what to do. Their bank won't approve them for any new loans. They have low rates on their first mortgages because they got their loan a long time ago. But they want to tap into a credit line to consolidate, pay off bills, have cash for whatever reasons, investing, do whatever. We offer first and second lien lines of credit. We have fixed rate lines of credit, and we go down to a 640 credit score with our line of credit. We go up to a $500,000 line of credit on a second lien, second mortgage, and up to $2 million on a first lien line of credit. But think about it, if you get a line of credit, you could pay off all your debt, consolidate, maybe lower your payments by 50%. You can take that money, invest, buy more properties, do whatever you want to do. But a line of credit's an awesome thing. Well, hi, Elliot. Thank you. You do USDA direct loan. Elliot, the USDA direct is through the government directly. You have to contact the USDA government office directly to get a direct loan. We do the guaranteed loan. There's two different types of USDA, the guaranteed and the direct. So the direct, you call government directly. They'll give, you'll go through the process with them. If you want a guaranteed loan, we can make a guaranteed USDA loan. It's a little bit different. They're both 100% financing, but the guaranteed loan has higher income limits. Like the direct loan, for example, I'm just giving you examples. Can go up to like a $45,000 a year income, but the guarantee can maybe go up to $100,000 a year income. So there's a few different differences. There's some other differences too, but it just depends on where you're at. But yes, we do the guaranteed program, not the direct. No, but we're not a packager. We're the lender for the guaranteed loan. I don't know who does the packaging on those. That's a good question. I don't know. That's a very good question. I've never been involved in a direct loan before, so I don't know what that looks like. I've done several guaranteed loans with USDA. I know what that is very well. The USDA guaranteed loan, but the direct loan I'm not familiar with it at all. But the guaranteed, I've been doing USDA loans since 2005. I'm very familiar with those. So, I hope that helps. So, you're welcome. Thank you, Elliot, for reaching out. Appreciate you, bud. But going back to the HELOCs, like I said, a HELOC is a very important thing because you get low interest rate, access to a credit line. You only pay interest when you draw from it. We have 10 and 20 year HELOCs, so they're very powerful. It's not like a credit card, because credit cards you pay 30% interest. You get a low rate. Rates start on a HELOC at 8% right now. So it's a great product. So if you want more information, we have fixed rate HELOCs, second lien HELOCs, first lien HELOCs. Call or text us. We'd love to talk to you about it. 832-431-6331. Very good program. So the other thing that I think that's really cool are construction loans. We have a new construction program that we're rolling out in October. We could do a one-time close or a jumbo construction up to a $3 million home for your primary residence. That's right, we'll do up to a $3 million house for your primary residence. Okay, so it's really cool because most lenders won't even go that high, or they'll cap it $1 million, or they don't even do construction. We specialize in construction loans, and we'll go up to a $3 million house. Now you don't have to spend $3 million. You can spend $200,000, $500,000, $1 million, $2 million, but we'll go up to $3 million. It has to be your primary residence. It requires a 740 or higher credit score. We'll go up to 70% loan to value. If you own the land, your land is contributed towards your down payment. You have to have a builder. There's two approvals. There's you getting approved and your builder getting approved. But it's an awesome thing because if you want to build your own house, this is the way to go. Interest rates are around 7.5% on a fixed rate right now. No prepayment penalty. You can refinance anytime. And we do all different types of construction. One-time close, FHA, VA, USDA, conventional. If you're looking to buy your land and build your home, this is a great opportunity for you. And we'd love to hear from you to help you out with that. So we do all different types of funding programs. Like I said, we do residential, commercial, industrial, private. So if we can help you to get any type of funding, we certainly want to talk to you to help you to put the loans together. You can call or text us. We're open 7 days a week. 832-431-6331. You can also go to our website, Official Angelo Christian, our Instagram, our YouTube, Angelo Christian. We've been lending for over 2 decades and helping thousands of people. Please share this with anyone that you know, friends, family. Like us, subscribe to the channel. Get this information out there. So we appreciate all of you guys tuning in and watching the channel. So if we can help with anything else, please reach out to us. We appreciate all your help, your support. I hope you got great value from watching. We'll be back again next week. Thank you so much for watching Angelo Christian. Take care, stay strong. We'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.